Well, hello, you beautiful people, and welcome to session 111 of The Forming. I am, of course, your DM of Doom, Oops All Brands here, or World Tree Quests, here on Twitch and YouTube. And with me today we've got my lovely, my amazing, my fantastic cast. We have got Patron of Chaos, we've got that guy Just Harry, and we've got Khadij Al Kubra. Terrible apologies for last year, guys. I know we did go live with our start and soon screen, but we did come into a wee couple of difficulties. We decided to give it a wee pass for the week, but we're coming to you today with a great session. It's going to be some phenomenal shit. But before we go into discussing what this session is going to be filled with and getting into the nitty gritty and the recap of last session, we're going to start off this session as we start off all sessions right now. Well, the world is on fire and there's nothing we can do about it. Fuck ICE. Fuck this administration. Fuck all of the right-wing parties that are currently existing in America and in the UK. Fuck reform. Fuck, what's that new one that's popped up? Redo or something like that? Like it's fuck Reform 2.0. Fuck Nigel Farage. Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck every single one of these world leaders who thinks that the people they're supposed to govern are playthings for their amusements. Fuck you if you support that. Fuck the horse you rode in on. And as you leave, I truly fucking hope the door hits you on the way out. Here at World Tree Quest, we are entirely welcoming to everybody, regardless of how they choose to identify. Regardless of your ethnicity, your culture, your nationality, your sexuality, your gender identity, your fucking favourite Netflix TV show. We don't give a fuck. As long as you are a good, morally sound person, you are welcome here at World Tree Quest, and you are welcome within this community. But if you are not a morally good person, if you align in any way, shape or form with any of these right-wing governments, anything that's happening in the world, if you agree with what's happening in Palestine and in Gaza and in the Congo, if you agree with any of the shit that is being done to the world by these horrible 1% people, then you are just as bad as them. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Also, for those in the UK, May 5th, go and vote. This is the point where we have to do as we have always done, and I say this and I ask this of those my fellow Scots, my fellow people who call Scotland home. Scotland has been great in recent history at leading the way forward for the UK and how to be on the right side of history, and we need to continue to do that. Get out there, please, and just vote. And if you would like to be in the right side of history, fucking vote Green, or at the very least vote SNP. That's the last I'm going to say on the matter. But yeah, if you agree with in any way, shape or form with these governments that are doing these horrible things, get the fuck out. We don't want you here. I hope all your socks are damp. I hope your pillow is always warm. And I hope no matter what you do in your life, you always misplace your keys. Guys, what the fuck happened last session?
A lot of stuff. Arya, after being poofed into mist, getting hit by the Prince of the Abyss, was transported into a red room with a mysterious figure who was basically just pain itself, and wound up making a deal with him that in exchange for information on how to get out of the Crooked House, she would willingly endure a level of pain that will apparently be rolled upon later, and a lasting kind of thing. There was also other stuff that was offered, and I think he mentioned that there did exist something that could defeat the crooked man, but also Ari's had a rough time in the Crooked House, and she knows that when it comes to making deals, you don't bite off more than you can think you can chew. So she went with what would most immediately help her friends, and then had to find her way back to the group because they thought that she was dead. And I was actually quite emotional that like Eleiyon especially had like what seemed to be an emotional reaction to like Arya possibly having been like just eviscerated.
Nah, you missed it. Eleiyon stubbed his toe in a rock.
Oh yeah, that's where the tears
I saw
and
a
the
lock of my hair came out, you know.
Yeah, that's where the tearful "she's dead" cry came from.
Yeah, the hair strand.
But then they realized that the ring of wishes was missing because Arya is currently holding it right now. So they were like, okay, magic items can't be destroyed. So if that's not destroyed and left behind, then she wasn't destroyed. She's just somewhere else. So they went through the rest. I believe you guys encountered the
The crooked
one who was like the
executioner.
rule. Thank you, the crooked executioner who was looking for her, and then you guys got in a fight and beat him, whooped his ass, really well actually. Arya managed to not get into any encounters while she was making her way back to y'all. But I did get because I was trying to like get out of the basement area without like going all the way through, like just go back as close as I could and then walk my way through. I got like I think it was like 5 of the points from the crooked thingy. I'm trying to be honest with that one.
What was that? What was it you were?
For the crooked plague, I had used dimension door to like get myself out of the basement.
So you're at stage 1 of it, and you've gained an additional 5 points of the crooked death. So 5 more points, you'll move to stage 2, and you'll roll a new mutation.
Got you. Just wanted to like make sure I was on top of that because I know that's like important.
Absolutely.
And y'all still have Logan with you. I believe another thing was used on the finger to like, to like ask if the direction y'all were going in was correct for getting closer to Koljata, which it was. And then I think Reverie found a Medusa ring, and then once we went into a room that had like this like Frankenstein-esque version of like the Raven Queen who needed to have our dreams. So we all offered up a dream. We couldn't remember the dream afterwards. If there was any association from like a real life event that did happen, we could still retain the memory of that, but the dream itself gone. And there was like a big debate with Hesley's, who was like very hesitant to give up his dream because it wasn't like a real thing that happened. It was just like a thing he'd hold on to since he was a kid. And between Reverie and Arya, but mostly Reverie, honestly, because that's his mom, and she's very convincing, good with words. He was like, okay, I'm gonna try. And then we got like this vision, like Reverie, when he was cupping his face, had this like brief vision thing where he saw like a version of him that was like all black hair and like cracked lips and like super pale and just like going into like an extreme emo phase. And we're like really worried now. Because like, what did he give up? What was
I didn't share that information yet. I don't think I will.
I wouldn't expect you to, but that did happen above table at least. Like it was like a cutscene, I think. I'm just like, yeah, our boy.
I'm very concerned with what I may or may not have done to my son.
There's no way we can get it back. Maybe, hopefully, rediscover it. Maybe.
Okay, I can fix him. I can fix him. Okay.
This is the one time I will say I hope you actually can.
Listen. I know I say it a lot.
You say it a lot.
It's because some people here make very hot villains.
That doesn't change the fact that
you got me. My bad.
I'm looking at you, Evan. That doesn't change the fact that they're a pyromaniac psycho. I'm looking at you, Evan. On.
I challenge you to tell me when I have made a hot villain.
Even I agree that you make hot villains. I just am not, nor have I ever been an I can fix them girly. But I respect those who try.
I raise you. You are a hot villain.
The problem is that I love an enemies to lovers.
I can appreciate it, enemies to lovers, but I don't know if like I like that as like my personal cup of tea. Like it's not my person I reach for. I can appreciate when it's well done though.
The particular,
I don't like being part of it.
the particular villain of this campaign, I have no idea or understanding or inclination towards romance of any kind. Reverie. I can fix him.
Well, maybe not our villain.
Joke's on you, I've risen up the crooked man.
I don't think he's capable of emotion.
He's not. Arya
no
said
one is definitely incapable of emotion. No one's incapable of emotion. Come on, Reverie. That's an obvious fact.
Yeah. Even I'd be like, I don't know if I can friendship his magic my way out of this one with him.
That's not very live, laugh, love of you.
Well, this is Khadijah talking. Arya's still like, a little bit, but not
There
really.
is a bright side to us having been in the Crooked House.
What's the bright side?
No one was on the way to us, and then we fucked off to a different dimension.
True, and we sent others to fuck off to like out of the place we had
He
been.
can't find us.
That's true. I just hope that like timey-wimey stuff doesn't go too out of our favor, because like we're still supposed to meet Asmodaddy in 3 days for like the thing you said for like helping to like hide the Mythmaker spell thing, and also just like general assistance. Also, you still have your date, but mostly to help hide the temporarily.
Having to
like
reschedule that though.
It's
I
not
love
our
Reverie.
fault.
Reverie promised at least it was one date, and they haven't been able to go on the date, so it's just they're still in contact.
Yeah, but he did stay with her throughout the night after Harahel died, and that was like 6 kind of cuddles. It was sweet. I think that counts a little bit. It's a precursor.
Can we remember where we left off last session?
We were still in the dream room after just giving our dreams away.
Yes, to the false Raven Queen.
Yes. The Matron of Dreams, I think it was called.
Yes, you're very correct. The door on the other side of this matron's room has opened. So you are free to continue on if you would like to. Just to quickly recap, Arya, can you remember what the red entity told you as a way to leave the house?
Yes. We have to go back to the portrait gallery room, the one with all the paintings where the art gallery guy with like the skull head it was. And we have to go through the blank portrait, which I thought if you touched it meant that like you would become a portrait, but no, that's actually the exit or an exit.
You have to draw a door on it.
Right, draw a door. Thank you. Let me write that down so I don't forget in my notes. Draw a door. Thank you for reminding me of that. And luckily, Arya does have stuff to like write and draw and paint with still, so like that'll work. But yes,
I mean, worst comes to worst, everybody's got blood.
That's true, and I could also just like make
Except Harahel. Sorry.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, he might
also,
have blood.
He's not even with us anymore.
He might have blood. It just might not be his.
Yeah. Again, also Arya can
That's
do
very
performance
fair.
creation and make paint. But before we go through, do I have time to like? Do I want to use another spell slot to like heal myself? Because like, if we come across anything, I'm still not quite up full yet. So, how many spell slots do I have? I'll use first level healing word on myself. It's not gonna be a lot, but 2d4. Get another d4. I would ask someone else if they have some healing, but I don't want people to like spend too much of theirs either. Okay, so that's.
I mean, is everybody hurt? Is Eleiyon injured?
I'm fine.
Okay. I can ritual cast Prayer of Healing. It can heal us all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm asking. If you have less than your max hit points,
which I definitely do. I think that might be a smart idea, just to cut, just in case.
he's just looking and not saying anything.
Well, I'm checking.
I
I
don't like
have
the, I don't like the
I have
laugh.
less than my max for them.
Okay.
I will ritual cast.
That's so unhelpful. Like,
Prayer
that's,
of
I
like,
do
Healing.
that's,
wanna
like,
point out-
that's like me going in for surgery and them go, how much did they take? Less than I started with.
Yeah. I want to point out, 5 minutes
So
ago, I
vague.
was ragdolled 5 times by that dude in the hallway. So,
I was also splattered and had to use a bunch of spells on myself. So yeah,
Yeah.
instead of my own little
Eleiyon
healing.
walked up to the executioner like, I've fought an ogre and a troll before, this will be easy, and got repeatedly slammed into the ceiling.
To be fair, I applaud that he tried genuinely to like talk his way out of the fight, knowing that like this guy is gonna wallop me. So yeah, I won't do prayer of healing then if Reverie's
it's
gonna count.
it's like I was doing the Bronn against, like, when Tyrion and him are talking in the cell. And he goes, "Does the mount in front of you so much?" Yes, he's fucking huge.
Fucking huge.
I'd be a fool if he didn't. I looked at that dude down the hallway and I was like, "Fuck, he's big, bro."
This
Yeah.
is good.
Oh yay.
Well, you guys are talking
Everybody
over-
gets 20 hit points back.
Bless.
Yay.
Everybody.
Please excuse me a moment. I've just realised one thing. Something has been bothering me since we started, and I've realised what it is. I know this might sound weird, but for the neurodivergent people, I'm still wearing outside clothes.
Oh yeah.
Talk over what you guys want to do before you leave. I'll still have my headphones on, so I'll come back and I'll give you the rolls. I'm just going to go and quickly change.
Okay.
While Brandon's gone, I want Brad to know that it is okay because I touched a napkin while we were going over what happened the last time we all were together. And the face I made, because I hate napkins. I hate the touch of them sometimes.
Mm. I understand.
So 20 hit points back to everybody. That includes Tessely's Logon.
Yay. I'm still not up to full yet, but I'm a lot closer than I was before. I'm both excited for and dreading what happens when I do get to full health again, because that's when like the payoff from Pain's deal kicks in.
Yeah, we're over here playing we're over here playing Maze in a House, and you're over there playing fucking Hades. That's what you're doing. You just made a deal with chaos from Hades.
Weirdly enough, Arya actually didn't mind Pain. Like she doesn't like it, but she understands his necessity, and kind of like it's almost like you are what you are, and like you are something that is a necessity in life, and people can also like gain benefit from despite the hurt. So like I can't exactly blame you for your nature.
I got Hades.
Like, you just are. That's fair. I'm surprised you don't have
I want to
Chargers
play
on your. But yeah, so I don't necessarily want to like. It's good that I'm not full yet, so I don't have that backlash before we hit a possible encounter. But I also don't want to be less than like half before we go into combat, especially since I've still got like, because of the dress that I still in, I still don't have my full armor class.
That's an incredible shirt.
Amazing.
10 out of 10. That feels like something Ozymandias would say.
Oh, that seems like a shirt Ozymandias would wear. Just invert the colors.
Yeah. But I could absolutely see him saying.
Somebody
I feel like Ximena would laugh at that.
somebody turns around and says, like, "Are you kidding me? I almost died." And Ozymandias goes, "Nah, shame."
Ximena sees that shirt and is like, I know. I'm aware of it every day.
Right. So, number one, napkins are fucking disgusting. Don't ever touch them. Fucking weird. Number two,
It's just when they're dry. Like a dry napkin, the texture.
Wet's worse than dry.
No.
I have to agree
100%.
with Harry on that
No.
one.
no, I'm with Harry on that one. Reaching into a sink
Grabbing a
to
wet
clean
like,
to
piece
clean
of towel.
dishes.
or
Oh.
It's like slouchy.
No, it's
kitchen
the
roll.
texture. It's the texture of it against my fingers when it's dry, and the sound that it makes when it touches the other part of the napkin.
Aye,
Or
but
the
you're
other part of
American.
the towel.
You're American. Your shit's weird.
Although on
can't
the
understand the
opposite
sound
hand,
part.
hang on.
Right.
On the opposite hand, if you get a load of wet toilet roll and drop it, it sounds so funny.
I imagine that that's what it's like when a body hits the ground. Anyway, with the prayer of healing being done, 20 hit points to everybody, fantastic. Logon has a bit of colour back to his face. The bleeding in his from his stump seems to have slowed. Whether that's down to healing or whether that's down to blood loss, unsure. But Kessely's definitely looks better now that he's been healed a bit. What would you guys like to do from here? As a reminder, from the matron's room, where is the makeup of that room? Yes, so the room from the corridors behind you, there's only one other door, which is now open.
I feel like we go through the open door.
Mm-hmm. I'll go through.
Okay. Arya, you're going through first. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you guys all following Arya?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You step into the corridor. Before any details of this corridor strike you, you hear the sound of a child's laughter. That very...
Wait, we need this kid, right?
There are 4 doorways here. On the wall to your left, there are 2 doors. 1 and then 2. One about 15 feet away, one about 30 feet away. Directly ahead of you, about 40 feet away, at the other end of the corridor, there is a door facing you. And on the right hand wall, about 20 feet away, there is a 4th door. 2 on the left, 1 on the right, 1 directly ahead of you. What would you guys like to do here?
I feel like the most efficient way is for us to break up into doors and check all doors.
If that's what you would like to do, you're welcome to do it.
It does seem the most efficient.
Luckily, there's more than 4 of them. So one of us gets a buddy.
Yeah, but I'm assuming the buddy is going
I
to be...
think it should be Logon,
Logon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
who is half
Yeah.
dead.
And catatonic.
Okay, so we'll go from left to right. We'll go clockwise and we'll call them 1, 2, 3, 4. Who wants to go in the first door to the left, room 1?
Sure.
Eleiyon. Room 2, the second door on the left.
I'll go for that one.
Okay. The door directly ahead at the end of the corridor, room 3.
Take that.
Reverie, are you taking Logon with you?
Yeah.
Okay? And therefore Kesslis will take the door on the right hand side. Now let's roll a D3 and see which of you guys we're going to deal with first. Ooh. That's a 4, so that's going to be you, Reverie.
Okay.
Reverie, you and Logon walk the full length of this corridor, and you step through the room. Step through the door into a child's nursery.
Oh, yay!
Wow, you sounded really, really enthused by that. So Logon is coming with you, yeah?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
I have the most keep him alive stuff, so.
You have the what a way to describe it. You have the most keep him alive stuff.
He may not like it, but he's gonna stay alive.
Stay alive.
Okay, you went through that door first. I need to keep a note of who goes through which door first. Okay, thank you very much.
Next to my note. Sounds so enthusiastic.
Very enthusiastic about this. Okay. Right, okay, cool. Got that. So, you enter into this, and it is very much like I described, a child's nursery. But I don't want you to think nursery like a baby's nursery, like, you know, with a crib and stuff like that. I mean very much child. Like, you know, a bed, toys, that kind of thing. All of them kind of broken. As you step in, there is a couple of things that you will notice, especially with your passive perception. To your left, there is what appears to be like a chest, a locker where they would usually keep clothes. To your right, on the opposite facing wall, is a bed where the child would sleep. There is a chair next to the bed. In the centre of the room, there is a folded piece of parchment.
Yay! I will take that parchment. And I will read this new love letter that the Crooked Man loves to send.
You open up the piece of parchment. And as you do, you can read on this parchment, there was a crooked nursery, dressed in frost and silvered thread, where a winter child once dreamed of home from a borrowed bed. His toys lie still, his bed lies cold, yet something hums in tune. For a crooked nurse is waiting here, and she will wake up soon. I now get to a point where I must ask you one of the many things I've been waiting to ask as you've been in the crooked room. The crooked house, sorry. You have wandered around with a certain item that you've only found one of. But I don't believe you have it. If you'll remember back to the beginning of the crooked house, there was some mention of a child's eyes.
Yes.
Do you have the child's eyes?
Oh, did we leave that on the painting?
I think we found one and
You've,
we left it on the painting. We were trying to
you
find the
have
other, but
one
then
of
a
them
bunch
and
of
you
other shit
put it on
happened.
the painting. So, just to clarify, you do not have it with you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. Thank you for clarifying that.
I'm
What
deeply concerned.
What would you like to do?
Okay. Well, I am a fairy. And I'm the size
You
of a
are
child.
You are indeed.
So I would like to cast fairy fire.
On what?
The room.
Okay.
I'll start with that.
Okay, remind me, Fairy Fire, what does that do?
Each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw. For the duration, objects in the affected creature shed a dim light in a 10-foot radius. Any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible.
Okay.
For some reason, I thought it outlined invisible objects, but that is not in the description.
Fairy Fire, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so she has to make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, dokie, let's do it. That's a total of 25.
Well, she succeeds.
So you send up Fairy Fire, these orbs of light scatter into the corners of the room, nothing lights up.
Okay. Oh, wait, I have the key. I have keys. Is that chest that does it have a key lock?
It does have a key lock.
Does the lock seem to be a metal or some type of something that fits with the fancy new key that I have?
It does seem to be of a similar metal to that key.
Oh, I'm putting that key in that hole.
Okay.
I'm keying that hole.
You walk over, you stick the key in that hole, and as you do, does a 23 hit you?
Is that with disadvantage?
That's... I honestly forgot about disadvantage, but that was at base. Which it would be, because I've also forgotten about advantage because of invisibility. So invisibility, advantage, disadvantage would cancel each other out, so it would just be a 23.
A 23 does just hit me.
Okie dokie. Then you shall take 11 piercing damage, as well
Sick.
as
Love that for me.
17 necrotic damage.
Sick. I'm back to where I was before I cast Prayer Healing, you guys. That is to say, I'm perfectly fine.
As you stick the key in the lock and you hear a scream of "No!" Then you feel this like razor sharp across the back of your arm that is outstretched, putting the key in the lock. She's still
And they're
invisible,
invisible?
though. Still invisible.
Yeah. Okay.
So what would you like to do? And what would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast See Invisibility, because I have that.
Fantastic! You cast See Invisibility. And as you cast See Invisibility, I remind you back when we first entered the Crooked House and I said certain spells may not work the way they were intended to work. As you cast See Invisibility and you look around, you see what this room truly looks like. You see beyond the illusion of what this room is. But you do not see any person.
Okay. That's fun.
I would like to leave you there for a moment, if you would be permitting.
Yes.
Awesome. I'm going to go to you, Eleiyon. Now, Eleiyon, I'm very sad to tell you where you've stepped into. But nonetheless, as the Dungeon Master, it is my job to go over it with you. You step into a room which looks like a standard guest room. Directly ahead of you, there is a desk with a note on it. To your left, a dressing armoire of some kind. And ahead of you, tucked in the upper right corner of this room, a bed. Eleiyon, what's your passive perception again?
20.
20. There appears to be something under the bed.
Cool.
There is also a secret passage hidden next to the armoire.
Okay. Is it like door or like in the wall or like hatch?
Like vent.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Some form of tunnel.
Okay. I'll grab the note on the desk.
This note is not folded. It's written. And it's old, really old. It says, "Look after Slayer."
Okay. I'm going to quickly pop a divine sense for celestial fiends and undead. Just kind of scan the room.
Okay, okay. You pop divine sense, and what you're going to get is okay. I didn't think that was what they were, but apparently... Okay. You detect Fae
Okay.
under the bed.
If I kind of squat down and tilt my head, can I see what's under there?
You can. It appears to be roughly the size of a large loaf of bread.
Right.
It is quivering. It is whining. And it has fur.
Okay. Kind of just sit and see if it moves, and then, assuming it doesn't, I'll kind of step closer and kind of peer my head underneath so that my head is basically slightly occupying the space under the bed.
Okay. You can make an investigation check at this point and see if you can make out any other details.
12.
A 12? What you're looking at is definitely some kind of canine.
Mm-hmm. Now, you're going to be nice, or you're going to rip my face off.
At the sound of your voice, at the sound of what it understands to be a normal sounding voice, it lifts its head up and you can see a puppy. Looks, to put you in mind of what this dog would look like, it looks kind of like a Great Dane.
Okay. Can I just quickly pull my backpack round? I'll pull out some, like dried jerky or something from a ration
Okay.
and just kind of offer it. Not getting any closer, but just offering it if it's moving.
You offer jerky to this, and immediately it leaps out from under the bed, latches onto this jerky. The poor little thing is skin and bones. I will allow you to make an Arcana check on this with advantage.
14.
On a 14, you would know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
They are symbols of prestige among higher Fae and Archfae.
Okay.
The greatest of loyal creatures, steeds, companions, are usually bred from the Fae domain of Valinor. For instance, Reverie's mount is a Valinor steed.
Mm-hmm.
What you have is a Valinor hound.
Sure.
Valinor hounds are the elite of courtly companions. Most high-ranking archfey would probably have some kind of hound like this in portraits and such. When bonded with, they become unshakable companions.
Speaking of dogs, I did have a question that I kept forgetting to ask. When mine knocked me unconscious in winter,
Uh-huh.
did his figurine stay behind when we woke back up? Because after an hour, he turns back into a doll. But I don't know if...
Then it would have, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have... Okay. Vigilance is in a ruin somewhere. Okay. No, it's fine. Okay.
Um,
I will. Oh, okay. I'll kind of lay the rest of the, packed rations out and let it kind of sift through. Just kind of sit down and cross my legs. You don't
okay.
seem to be doing a lot of slaying, do you?
It continues to just tear at this jerky.
Hmm. I will honestly. I'll just sit with him until he's done. I'm
Okay.
just giving him space.
Then in that case, we're going to go to Arya. Arya.
Something tells me I'm not getting a puppy in this room.
Well. You step into this room, Arya. And you step into a room that by now you're probably very familiar with. There's been a couple of times when you've stepped into this familiar room. The room where whenever Eleiyon stepped into it, he saw where he was trained to fight. When you stepped into it, you would have seen a room which had a similar place in your memory. You have stepped into this familiar room before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Remind us of the room that you've seen.
It was the room that Arya used to have, well, her and her siblings used to have their lessons in. The room where she was solitarily tutored and berated and belittled for not getting every question right or being proper or asking too many questions, where she would often be disciplined, usually with like a rap on the knuckles from like a ruler, often to the point where it would hurt to play her violin later, or she would be reported back to her mother and then locked in the wardrobe. It basically was a room that reminded her of constantly of how, in her family's eyes and in the summer court's eyes, everything about her was wrong.
Mm-hmm. As you step into it this time, like the last time you stepped into it, when different to the first time where it was just the room, the second time it came with bloodstains. As you step into it this time, there are bloodstains, but there's also a person here. A person who turns and looks at you. It's Evanan. And he looks at you, tilts his head and goes, "What are you doing here?" What's the matter? What? Is that mouth, which is so used to handing out chastizations and jibes, suddenly quelled?
You're not real.
I'm not real. You know, in all the times that we've shared as siblings and as enemies and as whatever flight of fancy you're handing out that we are, you've said some pretty wild and creative things. Arya. That one truly is the greatest offence. I'll have you know I work very hard at what I do, and I'm very real. But that's not the answer to my question. I'll ask you again. What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Oh, well, here's the thing. Now that Maltharion's dead, Arteranon's become a traitor. Saren has, I don't know, become a comatose pineapple. And you are off gallivanting in an attempt to ruin everything that Summer has striven for. There befalls only one heir to the Dawnstar name. Me. So, this is mine. So I'm going to ask you one more time, and I'd like to remind you of some of the manners that you may have forgotten. Generally, when a host has asked you something and you refuse to answer, and he summons a ball of flame into his hands, third time is usually where they start opening fire.
I came through the door, seeking to help my friends, but I came into this room, I suppose, to see how far I've come from the cage.
He laughs, and as he laughs, the flame dissipates. You see, this was always the issue I had with you, Arya. You would complain consistently about how we don't understand you. How can we understand you when you talk like a bad poetry book? I asked you very simply, what are you doing here? And you answered me with something that Father would use as a way to explain to us how to read subtext. Sometimes, Arya, the door is just blue. So what is this? Is this some kind of attempt at reconciliation? Returning to the family home after all these years. Is that what this is?
I never wanted to return. I had every intention not to. Sometimes life leads us towards things, towards memories that we'd rather run away from. But I'm tired of running. You asked me a question. May I ask you one now?
Not that anyone could ever stop you.
True, but it's polite to ask anyways.
Please do go ahead.
What did I ever do to make you hate me? Not even just after I left, but since day one, even when we were little kids, when I did try to reach out.
When did I ever say I hated you? No.
You acted as if...
No. Not including recently, because I will be very clear on this, Arya. Despite the fact that you are my half-sibling, I do loathe you. Just as I loathe Saren, just as I loathe Arteranon, and just as I loathe Maltharion. But here's the question. And I hope this question offers you your answer. When did I ever say I hated you? When in our childhood did I ever say I hated you?
You didn't say it.
You just assumed. And your assumption dictated how you acted towards me. Arterinon did it too. That golden-haired buffoon assumed that simply because my interests fell out of alignment with his, we couldn't possibly be the same. And Saren, well, unless something's been dead for 10,000 years or is currently encased in some kind of sedimentary geode, why would he care? And Maltharion? Oh, for all he talks a big game about being the one that would unite all of us. I saw the looks. While you all sported your golden hair, and while you all sported the rosy cheeks of our father's great and noble lineage, my crimson was just too much to bear. When you assume an animal is vicious, you treat it like it is vicious. And what then does that animal learn? That it is only ever vicious. You assumed I hated. You all assumed I hated. So I began to be hateful. I envied all of you. Do you understand that for all of the things that you did, for all of the crimes, for all of the broken hearts that you left in your wake when you ran out on your rebellious streak, Father still sought you. Father still tried to bring you home. Father still tried to find you. Do you know how many times I ran away from that home? And he never sent anyone after me. Hate you. I wanted to be you. A gilded cage still has a roof. It's better than staring in through a stable window, hoping that maybe one day Daddy will care enough. Does that answer your question, little sister?
It does, big brother. And you're right. I did think because of your actions, like all the cruel pranks when you tried to burn my violin, the times you tried to set me on fire, was you hating me. And I grew too scared to try and get closer. But if I had known better and looked harder, maybe I would have seen that you were just hurting too. And I'm sorry for treating you that way. I'm sorry for making you feel like a
And if
monster.
the summer archfey could fly, we wouldn't have to fear griffins. Ifs and buts do great amounts, but they don't warm you when it's raining outside. There's only one thing that warms you when you have nothing but the clothes on your back and the streets. And again, he'll light his hands on fire. I learned very quickly there's only one thing you can rely on. When I became this, people started to notice. People started to care. Please do keep your sentimental regrets. I don't want them. I just wanted you to see, to finally realize that while I may be a monster, the only person responsible for making me such a way is anybody who wears the name Dawnstar. I've suddenly become aware of the fact I don't like this room. And I think I'm going to redecorate. I'd recommend you leave.
Arya will start to turn and leave, but before she does, she'll just kind of say over her shoulder, I thought I was unlovable because others saw me that way or made me feel that way. You became a monster because others saw you that way. But I learned that I don't have to be. So maybe you don't have to be either. And if I see you again for real next time, I'm going to look past and see the truth. Maybe we can see better in the future. Maybe I can be better in the future. Write a few books for me too, and I'll walk out the door.
As you walk out the door, he just throws flames behind him and the curtains catch on fire. And you turn and you leave the familiar room. Arya, this is your third time that you've been in the familiar room. And therefore, wherever there is a door into the familiar room, you will not be able to access.
Okay.
Oh, do I... How do I do that? Do I... Ha.
Ooh, that got emotional the way I wasn't prepared for. That makes so much alike. Oof. Well, that's juicy.
Okay. I'm going to go to Reverie before I go to Kessler's. Reverie. You and Logon are still in the room. You're still in the nursery. What would you like to do?
So I'm gonna take the key out, and I'm gonna push Logon out the door
Okay. You
back into
push
the
Logon
hallway.
out the door, right?
And just go, stay right here. Do not move. And if you do move, go to Kessel's.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna turn to look at the room and go, I'm getting really tired of this. All right. And I'm gonna cast Chains of Belief.
What does that do?
So, barbed chains ending in meat hooks burst from the ground from a point you can see within range, flailing in a 20-foot radius sphere. Each creature in the area makes a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 8d6 piercing damage and has the restrained condition. The first time a creature enters the chains area on a turn or starts its turn there, it must succeed a dex saving throw or have the restrained condition while in the area until it breaks free. A creature restrained by the chains can take an action to make a strength check if it sees no longer restrained.
I love this. I cast Ninja Blender.
Yeah, I cast Hellraiser, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. What was that, a dex save, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a total of 14.
Yeah, that failed.
Okay. The chains burst out, start to flail around wildly, and then there's a scream as they grab something, and you see them wrap very loosely around the frame of a woman, an Eladrin female.
So she takes 8d6 damage.
Okay. 86 is equal to
11. 14.
I thought you were literally saying 8d6. What did you get? 11. I was like, wow. That's
No,
a bad roll.
11,
Could you imagine 8?
15. 22, and I have to 26, 29.
Okay. Another scream. As they constrict around this form, blood starts to leak. And you can make out the form of the crooked nurse. She's currently restrained. But as that form is there, and you see it for a second, she flickers into vision. And you see what was once maybe a fairly pretty spring fae maid. She turns with these manic wide eyes. And it's a couple of seconds before you realise that she doesn't actually have eyelids anymore. And then she just blips out of existence and the chains drop and start their flailing around again.
Oh, did she just... Is she invisible, or did she blink out, blink away?
So the chains aren't holding her anymore, which suggests that she's no longer where she was.
Okay.
But I have not initiated combat yet.
Okay. I'm gonna poke my head out of the room to check on Logan, because I don't like that she teleported away.
Logon is standing there, just waiting, quite a terrified look on his face.
It's fine. You know, we killed like 18 guys before we even came in here today. It's fine.
I don't know, Rev. This place is... this place is... crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did seem kind of mad about the deal thing that you made with him.
I just wanted everyone to get better.
I know, we all did.
I didn't mean for all this to happen.
It's okay. Do you know everyone makes bad deals? Alright? Everyone does it. Eleyon's done it several times. Fine. We're handling it. Okay? I'm just glad you're alive, and you're gonna stay alive. Because if I have to bring you back from the dead again, I'm gonna start charging you.
Everybody's gonna hate me, Rev.
Hate you? No.
He just goes silent after that.
Reverie's gonna give him a look, and it's the look that someone who has known you forever gives you when they like can kind of see through you. You did the best that you could in an impossible situation. By the way, should tell you information I've discovered. The plague that we suffered? Yeah. That was his plague. So of course he knew how to stop it. So that's not your fault. Okay?
But
You didn't cause the plague.
I basically sold people out in order to get it fixed.
You made, at the time, what you thought was the best and most calculated decision you could.
I'll never be able to forgive myself for this, Rev.
You don't have to. But you do have to live a life that is of value equal to all the lives of others. That's what I do.
He's quiet for a moment before he lifts up his head and he'll look at you and nod. I can do that. As soon as we go Kojata and we get out of here, I can do that.
I know you can. I've never not had faith in you. Even when you were possessed by that weird parasite bug.
I want to leave you guys there. Because at this point, Eleiyon and Arya... Oh, well, sorry, Arya can't. Eleyon's waiting with the dog. Actually, we'll go to Eleiyon. While Slayer chomps down on this jerky, is there anything you want to do here, Eleiyon?
I mean, I'll check out the vent if he seems he's going to be here for a bit.
It's covered with what is essentially a panel of wall that has been ripped off. And as you move it aside, it's a tunnel which you could probably fit in crawling.
Right.
However, where it goes, nobody knows.
How big is this dog? I know you said it's great day in appearance, but is it like huge?
No, in appearance, no. This is a puppy. You're talking the size of a big loaf of bread.
Okay. Can I make room in my backpack so that I can put him in with his head sticking out?
Absolutely.
Cool. I'm gonna attempt to pick him up.
He'll go with you.
Cool. I'm literally gonna... You ever seen that dude on TikTok that has a Samoyed that sticks out the back of his bag?
Yep.
I'm literally gonna give him some treats and put it next to him so he can reach down if he needs to eat, and then just put him in the bag. Kind of do it up so he's just got his head sticking out. Come on, buddy, you're not staying under a bed. Okay. And I'll shoulder him up. And I'll head back out into the convergence room.
As you come out, Kesley's is coming out the room directly across from you. And as you all reconvene, Eleiyon comes out with a dog in his backpack, and Kesley's comes out holding a canvas. You're all now together again, in the corridor here. All the rooms have been explored. What would you like to do?
Kes, this does not seem like the time for pilfering art.
Well, Reverie is just kind of sticking her head out of the door that she's in.
Ah, yeah, your head is in the corridor.
Detached from your body.
Is
that the...
Is the big canvas important?
Is that...
It's blank. It's a blank canvas.
Oh.
Were you in the portrait room by any chance?
Kessley shakes his head. Eyes wide. Like, nope.
Okay.
Where... I'm going to turn back to look in the room to make sure I'm not about to get, like, stabbed in the back. And then turn back, because I can't see anything, because she's...
No sign of anything in there. Nothing attempts to harm you.
Just one very paranoid glance back. What room were you in?
Some kind of art studio where somebody had painted things and has not finished them.
So why have you stolen the canvas?
Arya said,
It was the blank portrait canvas in the gallery.
it's just a blank
That we had
frame in
been
the
in.
gallery.
Yes, we have to paint or draw on an exit on there.
Yeah,
To
so
get
this is
out.
the canvas we put in the blank frame.
Oh, I thought... Sorry, DM above you. I thought the frame had the blank canvas already.
See, that's where they get you. No, it doesn't.
Oh. Okay.
This is some. Yeah,
Brilliant,
you've bought an iPhone, but the charger's sold separately. Type shit.
That tracks. Well, brilliant. Good job, then.
This is why I was hoping you were going to like, oh, we just need to go back there. Okay, cool. About turn and go back. Then you get there. But there's no canvas there. What do you do now?
Thank you, Kathleen. I had a very interesting interaction. Don't know if it was real or not, but I realize I need to be better in a lot of ways. I don't think I can go back in that room again. It seems like it's the third time's the charm thing.
It's a room we've been to before.
The memory room.
Oh.
Bad memories. Yeah.
Yeah. Good on that.
So I have it on again. Turns out we're a lot more alike and hurting in a lot more similar ways than I realized.
Or that's what the house wants you to think.
Could also be true still. Either way, I think I actually gained something good from it, though. Some self-reflection, so... Take that, hopeless house. You actually did something I'm grateful for. Huh.
Well, mine was a dead end. Other than
I
event.
see you've made a new friend, though. I would see the dog popping out of, like,
Yeah.
Adorable. How do you always seem to make new little friends like that?
I don't know.
I'm a little jealous, I'm not gonna lie.
I seem to attract encounters in both polarized varieties. I can't quite explain it. But he's having
animals terrible with me.
He's having a right time eating all of my hardtack and jerky. So
I mean, I always pocket snacks, so if you ever need some.
Rev, yours seems to be the only room with progress. I
This is a
assume.
word. I don't know if it's a word I would use, but it is a word.
Is there a way to, if we figure it out, have forward momentum through the house and maybe find Kuljata, though?
Well, I'm working on it.
Then that's better than we've got.
The
so
door opens
maybe
just
we
a
can help.
little bit more, and you see just chains flinging around.
Okay. Seems a two heads are better than one situation. Do you need some help?
Yeah. If you could maybe, possibly, find an invisible person without using see invisibility, because that won't work.
Well, the only other thing I can think of to find an invisible person is hearing their steps or somehow splashing them with something that reveals them. That's been my personal experience in our travels, at least, but I don't know how.
Yes, I have also tried fairy fire, which did not.
Let me guess, it did a reverse thing? That happened with me with sending.
I don't know. It just didn't stick. It's not a spell I
Okay,
use that
well,
often anyway.
okay, well maybe we can try a more mundane approach then. I could make a can of paint or something and then try and listen out. If it's stepping around, then I just splash. Unless anyone's
Okay.
got better ideas.
Well, I just don't want Logan to get got by the invisible lady while I'm trying to unlock the chest. So if you guys are all here, I can unlock the chest.
Fair, but if you're busy unlocking the chest and the invisible lady tries to get you, I
That's
think
fine.
maybe we have at least one person with you to kind of just cover your back, watch your back.
I mean, you can, but I don't think she's not gonna be not invisible if she attacks me because she's already done that. She's gonna hold up her arm, and she was still
Oh,
invisible.
okay. What spells do I have? Um, water. I might have a bit of an idea. What if I use create water and like make the floor wet, and then there's a bunch of puddles everywhere. So if she's moving around, we'll hear her splashing in the water, and so she can't sneak up on us that way.
Or I can just turn you invisible.
I mean, I can go invisible, but I don't think my being invisible is going to help with her being invisible. She might have some magic that sees someone who is invisible. That seems a bit of a.
Oh, Elion, you're so right. Why didn't I? Duh.
Do you give me literally 60 seconds, I can make you perfectly safe.
All right then.
Well, I also have a spell that does that.
Oh, even better.
Brilliant. Good brainstorming, folks. Good brainstorming, everyone.
I've used it many times before. Listen. It's been I haven't had any coffee today.
It's a high stress situation. Everyone's tired and hungry. It's easier for things to slip
We
through the
got
mind.
interrupted at breakfast, and I haven't.
Yeah. Oh God, we haven't. Yeah. Should hit the fan before breakfast even finished. Yeah. So if you're okay, we can keep an eye on Logan out here so that you don't have to worry about him being safe too.
Yes. Right. I'm gonna do a new spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Mislead.
Oh, that's such a good spell.
My favorite spell that I forgot
That's such
to
a good
just use.
spell.
Well, I had a
I could have
completely
used
different
that
avenue.
the whole time, you guys.
Listen, sometimes
The whole time.
Sometimes we just gotta brainstorm. Sometimes you just gotta throw spaghetti at the wall so you realize, oh wait, there's a pot here. There's a strainer.
Okay. What is the saving throw you need from me?
For Mislead, it is.
Just makes you invisible, no?
It
No, it
creates
does some
an
extra stuff.
illusory version of me.
Yeah, and then makes you invisible.
Yes.
Okay. I will roll it for everybody in that room. I'm finished rolling. Go ahead.
Yeah, I cast Mislead. So there's an illusory me
Okay. I will also
standing
give you
by the
guidance
door
where you go in.
talking. And the real me is sneaking off to that chest.
I'll give you guidance before you sneak off.
You sneak off towards that chest.
Up.
Do you open the chest?
Yeah, I'm keying that hole.
Okay. You put your key in the hole. You turn. The lock clicks. You open the chest. Inside the chest, there is 3 things. Number 1. A small doll. The doll looks to be some kind of high society woman with a long pin in the head. Number 2, you will find a silver key. And number 3, you will find a circular or vaguely oval, circular, whatever piece of cut canvas with an eye painted on it.
Yes. Yeah, I'll take. You know what? I'll take all of them. What's up with the doll? Like, is it what? Is it an Eladrin? Spring, summer, autumn?
Looks to be a Fey doll.
Okay. I will then sneak out of the room and close the door behind me with all of the items. Actually, right before I sneak out, can I hold the canvas up to my eyeball to see if I can see through the eyes of a child into this room?
Like a Coraline.
Nothing seems to happen as you hold up the piece of the eye and look through it. Nothing seems to happen. You don't see anything on the
Okay.
canvas.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna creep the rest of the way out and then close the door behind me.
And with that door closed, that is where we are going to take our 15-minute break. Do not go anywhere, folks. We will see you in 15 minutes with the next half of our little saunter through the Crooked House. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you after our break.
Okay.
Hi there, everybody. Really, really sorry. Due to some health, I've started to get a really bad sinus headache. We are going to end the session early this week. If you do want to come and see the follow-on of that, please do check in with us next week, and be sure to follow us on all of our social medias, where you'll be able to see all of the sessions that we didn't end early due to my sinuses trying to debilitate me. Thanks very much, guys, for your understanding. Good night, stay safe, and above all else, just go out and vote when it comes to May 5th. For everybody in the UK, go and vote. And also, do not pull a finny. Good night, folks, and thank you for your understanding.